up in the air, all over the place.
Forensic animation reveals that the debris-filled wedge was rotating in a violent counterclockwise direction. As it overtook the farmhouse, it was the debris within the rotating mass that shredded the wood frame structure in the blink of an eye. The home never stood a chance. Fortunately, the owners were away on vacation when the F4 tornado decimated the house.
After the tornado hit the house, it continued moving north. It turned into a tightrope tornado and hit a couple farms in the town of Manchester, and you could continue to see debris getting lifted up in the air and just floating around in the air because the tornado kept on hitting structures. There were a lot of scattered farmhouses in that area.
Oh, look at that house!
As the Manchester wedge proved, it's the unpredictability of tornadoes that makes them such deadly forces of nature. There's no greater example of this than the tornado that touched down outside of Woodward, Iowa in the fall of 2005. On November 12th, there was a large and exceptionally rare late-season tornado outbreak. That day, 13 tornadoes were confirmed in Iowa alone. That's amazing, as only 23 confirmed November tornadoes were recorded in the state in the preceding 54 years. One of those tornadoes was caught on tape as it barreled through an unsuspecting neighborhood. Jeremiah Nance was the man behind the camera. He'll forever be affected by the events of that day.
Oh my God!
The day changed for me at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was a gorgeous day out all day, and then like a switch. I mean, almost instantaneous from blue, beautiful skies to gray, green, ugly sky. And as we went out to view this storm, we realized that it was going to be damaging. When I first viewed the storm, I wasn't anticipating, I was hoping for, I was praying for a tornado.
Oh my God! It's coming right at us!
That year, it was a very slow year for tornadic activity, and it being November, it just wasn't right for there to be a tornado at that time of year.
The ingredients for supercells typically occur in the spring over the Central Plains. However, in the fall, when the jet stream comes back south after it's gone north, there is a sort of mini storm season, and some years it doesn't happen at all.
We do find that tornadoes have occurred in November. Even into December and January, we've had tornadoes. But the common theme there is they're not the grinders like what we have in the late spring and early summer, but they can still produce quite a bit of damage.
In the video, we see the damaging tornado approaching and everyone in Jeremiah's family taking shelter within their home. Everyone, that is, except for Jeremiah.
I kept recording the entire time and decided against shelter because this was honestly, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Oh, there's the roof!
If I had perished, that's the way I would have wanted to go.
Next, Raging Nature will show how Jeremiah Nance survived the Woodward tornado, and computer imagery will reveal why. The erratic movements of a tornado often cause massive amounts of destruction. However, these same movements can also spare lives and leave homes untouched. November 12, 2005. Iowa was surprised by a large and rare late-season tornado outbreak. The town of Woodward was in the direct path of an F2 tornado.
The tornado warning is going off.
Jeremiah Nance caught the entire ordeal on tape.
I kept recording the entire time and decided against shelter because this was honestly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If I had perished, that's the way I would have wanted to go.
Watch the video and you'll be astonished that Jeremiah Nance keeps the camera rolling. Just as you fear the worst, the unpredictable tornado does the unpredictable. Quite suddenly, it veers away, sparing all the houses on Nance's street and sparing Jeremiah Nance.
After the tornado had shifted, it kept going and I lost sight of it. So I ran off the front step and ran in between my parents' house and the neighbor's house.
Oh my God!
And that is when I watched it just destroying houses. I mean, you could see roof and, debris everywhere. I ran to the other side of the house and kept filming, and that's where all my excitement and enjoyment and